All right, let's talk about one of the biggest changes happening right now in the digital world, AI search. For years, it was all about ranking on Google, right? Well, the game has totally changed. Now it's about showing up inside those AI-generated answers. And the rule book for how to do that? It's kind of hiding right under our noses.
So this leads to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? The one every single brand, every marketer is trying to figure out right now. How in the world do you show up in AI search? I mean, how do you get to be that trusted source that gets cited when the user might not even click through to your website? Yeah, the answer, it's not what you'd think. We've got to look at this whole thing from a different angle.
Okay, to really get a handle on this, I want you to picture an iceberg. We're going to start where everybody else is looking. You know that little tiny tip that's poking out of the water? That's what most people see, and it's what they think success looks like.
And this is it. This is the glorious, visible stuff we all want. We're talking about getting your brand cited in an AI answer, getting mentioned by name, maybe even getting a direct recommendation. This is the finish line everyone's sprinting towards, right? It's what your boss wants to see, what clients are demanding.
You know, getting these results is basically the new gold standard for digital trust. Think about it. Being cited by an AI, that's not just a vanity metric. No way. It puts your brand right there as an authority at the exact moment someone is making a decision. That's the holy grail, right? To be so credible that a machine literally vouches for you. So, how do you get there?
But here's the catch. If you're only focused on that shiny tip of the iceberg, you are missing like 90% of the story. The real action, the stuff that actually makes or breaks your success, is all happening where you can't see it.
So, it's time to go below the surface, because everything you see up top, it's completely 100% dependent on the massive foundation that's built underneath. This is where the real gritty work gets done. And this is what actually drives the visibility that everyone is so desperate to get.
And there you have it, the whole picture. That tiny little tip we were just talking about is held up by this absolutely massive hidden foundation. And honestly, this is the key to the whole thing. Real, lasting visibility in AI search isn't about chasing those shiny citations. It's about building this deep, foundational structure.
So, what exactly is this hidden foundation we're talking about? Well, think of it as the entire technical and strategic framework that your content lives in. It's all the work you do that allows an AI to find your stuff easily, understand what it's about, and this is the most important part, trust it enough to say, yep, this is a credible source.
Okay, let's break down some of this core infrastructure. And just so we're clear, this isn't some fluffy marketing theory. This is real, concrete technical work. Take schema markup, for instance. All that really is like putting little labels on your content that a machine can read instantly. You're basically telling the AI, hey, this is a product name, this is a review, this is the price. You're removing all the guesswork, which makes your content super easy for it to process, and you guessed it, cite.
But it's not all just about code and technical stuff. A huge part of this is just straight-up authority. You got to remember, these AI models are literally designed to sniff out and promote credible sources. That's where things like publishing your own original research come into play. When you put out unique data, you're sending up a huge flare, a massive trust signal that these AIs are actively looking for. It's what makes you stand out from all the other noise out there.
And here's the most important part, really. This deep, foundational work, it's the exact thing most teams just completely overlook. They're in such a rush to get that shiny citation at the top that they forget to actually build the engine that's going to get them there.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about what this foundation is. Now let's get practical. How do you actually do it? How do you build this thing to get your brand ready for this new world of AI search?
Look, we can really boil this all down to 3 main steps. Step 1, structure your data. Make it easy for machines to read. Simple. Step 2, build your credibility. Become the expert in your field with original, awesome content. And step 3, monitor and integrate. Keep an eye on what's working and keep making it better. That's the loop.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Getting visibility in AI search is not about finding some clever little hack or a short-term trick. It's a long game. It's about patiently building the solid, credible foundation that an AI has no choice but to trust.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Take a real, honest look at what you're doing right now. Is your strategy all about chasing that little tip, or are you putting in the work to build the entire iceberg?